Hello everyone, this is Matt, and this is about the 15th time I've done this because my recorder stops like halfway through it or fails or whatever. So I'm just gonna go really quickly through this. I've opened up After Effects and I'm gonna do an introduction video for it to people. This is because a mate of mine just got CS6 and he wants to learn how to edit. So this is CS4, but I'm sure it looks pretty similar to it. So what you want to do is you want to open up After Effects, come up to File, Import, File, click whatever clips you want. You can get multiple ones by holding Control or whatever. Obviously I can't import that because it's the wrong file type. So you import your songs and your clips or whatever, and you want to come up to Composition, New Comp, and call it Main or whatever else you want to call it. I don't really care. Doesn't really matter. And you want it to be HD if it is from an HD PVR, obviously, or whatever else you're recording with. And so you do 720 or 1280 by 720, and if the person's rendered right, then it's going to be 59.94 frames per second, and then you can just make a template for that. Then you want to come down to the duration. This is just a one clip edit, so I just want it to be about 30 seconds long. And then once you pressed OK, you've got this down here. So what you want to do is you want to import your clip and your song, and I'll turn off the video for the song, so it's just the audio. And if you're not sure about, if your clip is 29.97, then it's going to play twice as fast than this, obviously. So if you want to check, if you're not sure, you want to click on your clip up here in project, and it'll show up here what frames per second it is and what quality the audio and everything in it is in it. So once you've done that, if you want your clip just to be, or your composition just to be as long as your clip, you want to, well actually if you want your song to be as long as your clip, first of all, I don't know the shortcut for this, but you can make your duration longer, and by using this down here you can drag it along and it'll zoom out. And so if you go to the end of your clip, and the easy way to do that without trying to drag along all like that is just to hold shift and it'll snap onto it like that. And you want to get the end of your song, drag it along and hold shift at the same time, and that'll snap on like that. And then if you want your composition to be the same length, you drag this along, hold shift, and it'll snap on like that. Then you want to right click on this grey sort of work area composition, and you want to do trim comp to work area, so it'll be the perfect length, the same length as your clip exactly. Obviously you'll probably do that at the end once you've edited it all, lol. And what else can I do? Everyone loves a wee color correction, so you want to go up to layer, new, adjustment layer, and you want to come over to effects and presets. And if this isn't, you can't see this anywhere because I've arranged this, you want to go up to window and make sure effects and presets is ticked, and you want to type in, if you want to type in looks, because if you don't have this, it's a plugin. I don't know if it comes with CS6, but if you don't have it, then you could just go with the classic curves, but I'm going to go with looks. And so you just want to drag that onto your adjustment layer. Make sure it's on your adjustment layer, because then you can just drag that over your whole your whole video rather than just fit it on each clip. And you want to come up to edit, and you can make your own color correction by going over to tools and dragging stuff onto subject and matte and all that stuff, but I'm not going to, because I already have my own. I have a color correction app. There's Evo's and Enigma's color correction packs, so I'm just going to use 56 here because it's a pretty nice one, and press OK. So you'll see that's a pretty nice color correction. And if also, you'll notice you need to make sure your adjustment layer is actually above your clips, because you'll see if I put it below, it doesn't affect it at all, so you need to make sure it's above it. And the final thing probably I'll say is, you'll see here, well it's hard to see, but you'll see if I turn the color correction off, there's sort of black bars along the top and the right hand side here. If you want to get rid of that, you want to click on your clip and press S, and increase the scale just by 1% up to 101, and you'll see that gets rid of it. And also, if you want to your fade in your clip, you want to go to the start, and you want to click on your clip and press T, keyframe it, bring it down to 0, go forward 2 seconds, and bring it up to 100. So you'll see that just fades it in nicely. And what else can I do? Oh yes, if you want to decrease or maybe turn off the audio of your clip because of your if you're adding slow motion to it, then obviously it won't be synced up. The audio won't be synced up with your clip because Twixtor in this doesn't slow mo the audio as well. So you want to click on your clip and press L, and maybe bring this audio down to -48. And if you want to check the levels of your song, you want to double tap L, and that'll bring up the waveform. And so you can find, for example, here where the song actually starts and stuff exactly. So I think that's pretty much it for the basics. Oh yes, if you want to preview your clip or what you've done so far, you want to come up to RAM preview here in the top right. That's where I've put it, and make sure the settings are 59.94 or whatever your comp is. And I've just made my resolution a quarter because you don't really need it full for just a preview. It would take far too long. And I've made it from current time because you don't want it to be, it'll start from the very start if you don't have that checked every time. So I have that checked, and that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.